Yeah, just to give you a minute by minute update on what's going on with James Harden and the Houston Rockets. What we know is the Rockets offered James Harden another extension last night that would have paid Harden over $50 million at one point a year. All right, that's a lot of money. Look, there is a price point in which I'll settle for being a loser. $50 million a year might make me just say, all right, we suck, but I'm good. But for James, he wants to play for a winner. And, he's let it be known that he would like to be traded to the Brooklyn Nets or the Philadelphia 76ers. With Brooklyn, the Nets apparently are willing to make a trade, but not willing to give up Kevin Durant or Kyrie Irving. And there are multiple reports surfacing out of Houston saying, pretty much the Rockets would like Kevin Durant or Kyrie Irving. You're not getting Kevin Durant. The Nets, for what they went through to get KD, they pretty much paid him last year just to go through physical therapy and rehab. Like, they're not trading Kevin Durant for James Harden. Nobody in their right mind would do that. Even coming off of an injury, KD, he's better than James Harden. All right? And I love James, but this is KD we're talking about. One of the greatest scorers ever. That leaves Kyrie. Now, I'm going to just throw this out there. If it were me, I would go Kyrie for Harden straight up and down. I would do it. Even Kyrie and Karis LeVert, I would do it. But because KD and Kyrie done built that relationship, they came together, I don't think you could do that one. I don't think you could pull that one off. I don't think KD would want to do that one. But that is the move that I would make. I think James and KD would be crazy together. I think that could actually work. Not James, KD, and Kyrie. And we're hearing out of Philly as well, the Philadelphia 76ers are unwilling to move off of Ben Simmons right now. They would like a package to center around Tobias Harris for James Harden. No Joel Embiid, no Ben Simmons right now. I think that might be a mistake. If Harden and Embiid are on the same page and they believe that they can play together, which I'm not saying that that's the case, but if they could get on the same page, get on the phone and say we could work this out, if I'm Philly, I would move off of Ben Simmons for James Harden. That is me personally. If that's all that's stopping me from acquiring a guy of Harden's caliber, I would do it. Couple reasons. Embiid is always injured. James Harden, over the last few years, has been the king of holding down a team while his other star is injured. He's one of the best at that, right? Harden, man, Chris Paul screwed Harden. I'll say that to my dying days. If Chris would have been healthy throughout his tenure in Houston, the Rockets would probably be NBA champions already by now. James would probably have a ring by now. That is just the facts. So, with respect to, Embiid, I don't think Embiid's going to be in his prime for 8-9 more years. So if I'm Philly, you got to go. If there's an opportunity to win a ring in the next 2 years, you got to go. Giannis might end up in Miami a year from now. Then what? Maybe a championship window is this year and this year only. So if I'm Philly, I don't know about that decision, but that is the report. They're not willing to give up on Ben Simmons right now. I don't know, Philly, man. That's a mistake. And the Rockets want KD or Kyrie in any trade with Brooklyn, and I don't think Brooklyn's going to do that. So we'll see what happens. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this update. Again, James Harden was offered over $50 million in extension a year, and he turned it down, and he let it be known that he still wants to be traded. Again, that Houston Rockets organization still trying to fight things out and work things out with James Harden, and they're still in the ring trying to fight. There's another story that we're going to talk about later in which there may be some political ties to that Houston owner that maybe has turned off guys like James Harden and Russell Westbrook and maybe exponentiated their wanting to get out of that Houston organization. All right? I'm out.